This is what it's like playing Ori and the Blind Forest right here.
I can finally save.
And this is what it's like playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Jesus Christ! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, mate! Holy shit!
The combination between the level design and the controls is astonishingly good. The different areas and how you maneuver them was formulated by a team of expert physicists to be the most fun way to get around a game ever. The movement is fun as hell until you reach the combat. The combat, I assume, was done as a sick joke by Moon Studios to troll their fans. The way Ori fights is incredibly slow and obsolete. Your fast attack does almost no damage, your javelin burst costs too much mana stones, so you're forced to use this hammer. That is the worst way to fight in a video game. I'd have no problem with Ori being combat based, if it wasn't trying so blatantly hard to be Hollow Knight. Most of the characters are discount versions from Hollow Knight. Grom is the village elder, Ophir is if Quirrell and the Nail Brothers had a baby, Twillin is Salubra, and Lupo is Cornifer the Mapmaker. They even got Zote the Mighty as Mok the Brave. And Talk? Talk is Breda. If you aren't convinced this game is ripping off Hollow Knight, the game locks you into a room full of mobs, just like Hollow Knight does, but it executes this badly. The fighting area is claustrophobic. The mob takes up half the room, and their attack takes up the other half.
There's two of them now? This is bullshit. This is actual bullshit.
And you are forced to beat this with a hammer that swings about the speed as my mom running errands in a Walmart. And for no concernable reason, this game is now a boss rush. That's right, you are forced to beat these colossal, intimidating beings with this attack that leaves you with the mobility of a brick wall. Also, the way the maps are done is significantly downgraded compared to Hollow Knight. In Hollow Knight, buying a map from Cornifer, the map will be incomplete, leaving your exploration to cover the loose ends of the area. In Ori and the Will of the Wisps, they say, no, that's a stupid idea. You can see everything once you buy the map, and exploration is a thing of the past. I cannot give Ori and the Will of the Wisps this point, strictly because its combat is uncreative and slow, and the tweaks it's trying to be creative with are just terrible. Except for when it's being Ori. The bash move, the grappling hook, the wall climb, the triple jump, the dash, dig, all these movement abilities are what make Ori, Ori. And these are the best part of the gameplay, and if the entire gameplay was about the satisfying movement and navigating difficult environments, this would be my favorite platformer. Instead, it feels like the game concentrates on the fighting and the annoying boss fights, which is a letdown for me. But it's not boring. It's just irritating at times when you hit those combat moments. It's still a fun-ass game, worth every minute. This game is gorgeous beyond all reason. Ori takes the graphical process and annihilates it with beautiful, three-dimensional art that is backed up with sounds and colors, and it is constantly brewing life and passion around every corner. But the pinnacle of this game, like Hollow Knight, is its music. If Christopher Larkin's soundtrack with Hollow Knight is descriptive, then Gareth Coker's with Ori is immersive. There's so much thought and love behind this game's soundtrack, and you feel like you're being sucked into the screen when you're playing it. The sounds, music, art, and level design work together so flawlessly. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is far from a masterpiece, but given that they fixed the pacing from the original, utilizing tighter controls and better level design, buzzing through the environment is the most captivating part of the game. The combat, though, I'm not too happy on the combat. And the characters being fresh out of Hollow Knight is where the game is lacking originality. But I do not hate this game. It shows some aspects and abilities of Hollow Knight and refines them, like making Zote a cute otter that wants to prove he's brave, improving the heal, and even the sword being able to knock enemies off of a wall so that you can inhabit it. But aspects like those are very insignificant compared to the ones they failed to incorporate into the game. But if you were to ask me, these games would be the ones I'd recommend to platformer lovers like myself. The way you flow through the maps like water is a huge factor in the platformer rally, and I love the music, level design, controls, and most of the gameplay. The combat parts are my only trifle with this game. I give it a 3.7 out of 5. The original Ori is a 3 out of 5.